Hi guys, it's Nirmal from Nandanam Exotics. Hope you guys are doing great. Today we'll be looking at a very famous and popular plant. It's called as a Monstera adansonii, or commonly known as Swiss cheese monstera. So hope you guys enjoy the video. So Monstera adansonii, or Swiss cheese plant, is called so because of this fenestrations or holes in the leaf that resembles the hole in a cheese bar. This is the reason why it's called Swiss cheese plant. They are climbing or creeping plants that can grow in various ways. It's very versatile. You can grow them in a hanging basket, you can trail them up a pole, and there are so many creative ways to grow this in the garden. This plant is generally very easy to keep, both indoor as well as outdoor. They do need some factors for growing very well. So we'll discuss some of the general care tips and how to propagate this plant. So stay tuned until the end of the video. So first thing we are going to discuss about is light. This plant requires medium to low light. You can keep this plant in a very lit area of your indoors or garden where it receives morning sun, but not harsh direct light. I grow my plant in a place where it is having eastern exposure. It gets around direct sun till 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and the rest of the day the area is really well lit. That's all. It never gets direct harsh sun. Next on our list is watering. They do need ample amount of water to maintain the leaves sturdily like this, but you should always be careful not to overwater your plant, or there will be a lot of yellowing leaves and they drop a lot of leaf faster. Make sure you only water them when the topsoil dries out completely. I would say once in 3 to 4 days will be completely fine in indoor conditions. If it is outdoor, you might have to water them every other day. Third on our list is medium, or soil that you grow them in. They can even be grown in water, plain water. You have to just add liquid fertilizers to maintain the health, but I would recommend soil itself. I'll leave a combination of the soil that I use for monsteras or any other similar plants that would ensure the total drainage whenever you water the medium, but still maintain some moisture for the plant's growth. Fertilizers is the next factor that you have to consider while growing such plants. These are grown for their foliage, so always make sure that you give a very nitrogen rich fertilizer so that they can produce new leaves and maintain a lush growth. Used to fertilize with chemical fertilizers, always go for a higher value of N. There is a combination called NPK in any chemical fertilizers where you have to go for a higher value in N, which is nitrogen. If you're choosing to go organic, you can go with cow dung, manure, compost teas, liquid feeds from pancake being fermentized. All these things are great options for organic fertilizing. So disease wise, mealybug is the only problem that I have faced. They usually appear on the underside of the leaf. You can use neem oil to spray them off, or you can also just spray them forcefully with a jet of water. So friends, my plant is producing this very long vine without much leaves, so I thought this is a good opportunity to propagate your plant. So let's see how we can propagate a Monstera adansonii using a vine cutting. So friends, I'm cutting the vine off the plant right now. You can see that leaf that are emerged from a leaf node. Just cut just below that, and right now we have a pretty big vine that can give us at least 5 to 6 divisions. So friends, I have removed the vine from the plant, and you can see that the vine has small roots and junctions or nodes. You can just cut below those nodes, and you can keep cutting with just one node each. So once cutting the vines into pieces with just one single leaf node and some roots, you can just keep this in water and wait for a new shoot to come from this leaf node. So we'll try that out right now. So once you cut the vine into small segments, you can put the segments in water where the upper portion is above air and the lower portion with this leaf node is underwater. This promotes new growth as well as a new shoot to emerge from those leaf nodes. Have those leaf nodes, you can usually pot them up in individual pots, or you can just club them up into a pot to give a very lush bush-like growth. So it's up to your preference. So this is how you can easily propagate this plant. Friends, if you have any more doubts or queries regarding this plant, you can contact me in Instagram or Facebook. Also leave a comment down below. I'll get to it as soon as possible. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also press the bell notification button for updates whenever I post new videos. Do consider commenting below videos about your suggestions and valuable opinion. So friends, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do consider checking out other social media platforms to this channel. Also support the channel. Until next time, it's Nirmal signing off.